introduce you to the right
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. With the sound of the big red siren signals, it is time for football. Today it's a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the number 1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And when you watch him play, all you think about is how dynamic he is. He can beat you with his arm and his legs. Threw for over 20 touchdowns for the first time since 2021. Fully healed from a knee injury a couple of seasons ago. He's got his team thinking big in 2025.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Murray going to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And, of course, number 1, trying to win the game today. But for him, it's always about Super Bowls, trying to get back to his 4th consecutive one. Fell short of the NFL's first ever three-peat in the Super Bowl last year. He wants to avenge that loss at the end of this season.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now here's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Looking to throw, it's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man, it's Brown. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's Pacheco once again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stop.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw them starting to scramble, My thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Being chased out left. Man open, here is Jones. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Running right on the option is Murray. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2nd and 5. Murray again. This is Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners. Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary. That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. He's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Tip Ryman taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Able to slither by. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
First down, Chiefs.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, he caught by Rice. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down.
Mahomes now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And it's third down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up the touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
At the 27-yard line.
There's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up with safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. That's returnable now for Smith. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes up for 6. Just get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a first down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Back at his 48-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. Mahomes going to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. Greg George deep for Arizona. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Carve. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down.
You doing okay over there, partner? Because that's yet another sack in this game that you just had to call. We're not even at halftime yet. No wonder this team has the lead. What an effort by the defense right from the word go. The adjustments at halftime, they're going to have to be big, or this could really get ugly in the 2nd half.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a play. And he will take this down at the 10-yard line.
I think this is a situation where the quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. Here's Minshew. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now Minshew. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Walter Nolan breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster from 10 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Brissett. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to...
Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build up the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Yeah, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. From the gun, Minshew to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. The sack coming from Big Dalvin Tomlinson. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The football going back over to Arizona now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On first down, it's Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Another run here with Benson. Shoves him away. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. A nice move he had that can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
28-yard line. Brings up second down.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Brissett. They'll set up the screen to DeMarcado. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. Now the fan favorite, this is Carson Steele. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Minshew sets to throw. And this is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain on the play. 1st down, Chiefs.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Looking to throw it. Minshew. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Mitchell is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's downfield. He's got Lyman, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Here's Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. To throw, Brissett. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. A quick throw there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Brissett. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. They'll throw now on the final play. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll try and keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Baron Browning in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And he's going to go down again. Walter Nolan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Brissett sets to throw it, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Jaden Hicks there defensively.
Here's Brissett. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw. Open man, Ross complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. The This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete out of the backfield, Elijah Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 6. And the first down, Chiefs.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Michael Walker there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Ray. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Minshew. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Cardinals first down.
Again, that's Watkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. To throw is Brissett. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Brissett. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Felix Anudike-Uzomah drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Minshew. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's great. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. Of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
They run over center with Benson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Chiefs.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
9 yards. First down, Kansas City.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Minshew sets to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster complete. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him and we'll step aside for a moment. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They run over center with Mitchell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 9-yard pickup.
Another run with Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
A gain of a yard. First down, Chiefs.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? They'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
Now Brissett. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cardinals.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. To throw, Brissett. He gets it over the middle of Palmer. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's another Cardinals.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Brissett now. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing. Brissett. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Brissett again. And it's caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Benson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Mike Pennell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Maybe like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action with Preseason. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. This one complete. It's Fehoko. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun, there's Brissett. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That one hit right at the 9, but he couldn't get it to check up. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down by 6, 2:05 to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Janaris Robinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Brissett to throw for it on fourth. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Brissett. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A 5-yard loss on the play. Brings up
Now Brissett. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Here's Brissett. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Brissett. He had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. And he will have the Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles.
How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calmed every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL